slightly different workout today because we're going to be doing some desk-friendly stretches. For those of you who are working long hours outside of the home, or you spend a lot of time like me in front of a desk. I actually work from home and this is my little desk setup. And I find that sometimes I could be sitting down for up to 6 hours. By the time I stand up, my back, my hips, my shoulders, my neck, everything's a little bit sore. So what we're going to be doing is looking at some stretches to alleviate that. So we'll be breaking up long sitting periods. You can do these stretches at any point throughout the day when you need a break. We aim to improve your posture and ease that tension through your neck, your shoulders, your back, your wrists, and your hips. I'm going to turn my seat around to face you for this. So we're going to start with some neck stretches. So sit up nice and tall, make sure you've got a light squeeze between your shoulder blades. Drop your right ear to your right shoulder and just allow the stretch down the side, the right side of your neck. And if you want a little bit more and it feels okay, take your right hand and just gently apply a bit of pressure. And just hold the stretch for about 30 seconds. Take a couple of deep breaths as you stretch. Then we take it over to the other side and notice what happens when you drop it to the other side. You can feel the muscles kind of engaging. And if you stretched with the hand on the right side, then do it with the left side as well. And you might notice that one side is tighter than the other, and for me I can almost notice this straight away. I've got quite a tight left side of my neck. And then come back to center. If you want to do that again, push pause now and give that another shot. Okay, we've got shoulder releases. So we're just going to sit here and take some shoulder circles. So 5 times up, back, down and around, and just loosening up through the shoulder joint, lifting the shoulders up towards the ears. And one more in this direction, and then we're going to take it in the other direction. And you might notice if you spend a lot of time typing at your desk that your shoulders get incredibly tight and stiff. So that feels a bit better. If you want to do that again, just push pause and give it 5 times back, 5 times forward. Okay, we're going to release through the chest. So we're just going to take our hands to the back of our chair, and I've got these little handles that I can grab on my chair. And then I'm just going to allow my chest to pop forward as I squeeze my shoulders behind me. And I take my eye gaze straight up to the ceiling and then really feel length in an opening across the chest and hold it for about 30 seconds. And take a deep breath. So we notice that when we're typing all the time, our shoulders are hunched forward. So when we go to do this stretch, it's quite noticeable. You can feel the release. All right, and then we're going to stretch across the upper back. So interlace the fingers, stretch them forward, and then imagine that you're pushing a wall away from you and allow your spine, I'll turn around so you can see this, allow your spine to curve in a C shape, almost like you're sitting back into the back of the chair. My feet are still down on the floor. Just tuck the chin in slightly and really feel the length across the back of the shoulders and across the center of your back. And let's just do each of those one more time. So grasp behind the chair and then squeeze into the shoulders, open up the chest. It almost feels like yoga on a chair, right? I wonder if anyone at your office is going to think, this is weird. I guarantee they'll join in with you. You could start a chair yoga class at your office and release. And then through the back. Curve through the upper spine, release through the lower spine, maybe tilt the tailbone a little bit here so you can get right into the lower back as well. Couple more breaths and then release. A seated twist in the chair. So we're still sitting in the chair. We're going to put the right hand behind the chair and we're going to take the left hand to the outside of the right knee, and we're just going to twist our body over to the side, the right side, and if you can, look towards the back of the room. So eye gaze towards your right shoulder. And we're just twisting across the center and upper back. And then let's go in the opposite direction. So left side, hand behind the chair, right hand across the side of the knee, and then twist. Oh, a little bit tight on this side, I really noticed that. And then release. We're going to stretch the hamstring. So I'm going to go side on so that you'll be able to see this properly. So what we're going to do is we're going to come to the edge of the chair, stretch your left leg forward, and then with a straight spine, just tip forward to reach towards your foot. And if you can grab the foot, pull the toes back towards the face, and then you're going to feel a stretch in the back of the thigh. Also depends on what kind of chair you've got. So if you've got a chair on wheels, you want to be careful that it doesn't slide out or roll out from underneath you and you end up on the floor. So be mindful of that. Really dig that heel into the ground to support you. And then release. Let's go with the other side. So left side this time. And then I'm also thinking about pulling my hips back in the chair so I can stretch a little bit deeper into that hamstring. Draw the core in slightly. Remember, we're not hunched over. I've got a long spine this time. Everything's starting to feel a little bit better. And come on up. Right, and our last stretch is for our hips and lower back. So we're going to take a figure 4. So I'm going to take the right foot and place the ankle across the knee, and then let that knee fall down like it's quite heavy, as if you put a weight on top of it. And if you're in this position and you can already feel the external stretch in the outer hip, then sit up nice and tall and just roll with it. Otherwise, put a little bit more pressure onto the inside knee, and if you've got some space, you can also tip forward. This is actually one of my favorite stretches to do anytime I find myself sitting for a long time. Could be anywhere, it doesn't have to be at home. I actually find myself, if I'm watching TV, I'm sitting on the couch, or if I'm at a movie, or if I'm at a cafe, I often find that I want to do this stretch. Nobody seems to notice, like I just start doing it, so it feels good. I do actually have really tight hips, and it's from a lot of walking and squats and things that actually help my overall health. But I notice that I've got tighter and I need to stretch like this more frequently. Let's change sides. So left ankle onto right knee, a little bit of pressure onto that side, and almost like turn the foot up. Yeah, so you're getting that really good external rotation in the hip joint. And then if you've got the space, take the weight forward. See, one of the things is when we're sitting in a chair for a long time, the hips get really tight. So if you're not able to get up and do any stretches, or there's nowhere for you to go to actually take some Malasana style squats, some deep squats or some deep stretches, and this is all you've got space for on your chair, you can do it like this. And it feels really, really good. And then release. All right. Enjoy, let me know how it feels. I'm actually really curious to know if you do any of these stretches at work and everybody's like, what's she doing? Put it in the comments below. I look forward to seeing you next week.